Ladies and gentlemen, I am not Eamon, and welcome to the Wrestling Game Show once again. Yes, thank you. Uh, as we normally do when there's only two people available for the show, uh,
And that's a crime.
it's horrible.
You know what happens
It's a
when you
shame.
beat people too many times, Rizz? They run and
I
hide. That's what happens. They
I
run and
I
hide.
I'm 0-3. But that voice you heard is the reigning defending champion himself, Mr. Matt Carlins.
It's great to be back, Tony.
Glad to be here, Chip. Um, like I was saying before, we're the only two people here. I'm the Rizz, and that was Matt Carlins. What we did last time, and it worked wonders, to perfection almost, is we went on WrestlingData.com for all your wrestling needs and wants, even if you don't want it. And we picked.
You won't even know you want it until you find it.
No.
On Wrestling
Like, some of these things on this list are amazing. Like, the lists that are on here are things that you wouldn't even imagine are lists. But what we did was I almost called you Mad Mike. Matt Carlins picked one of his wrestlers, and I have picked one of mine.
Yes.
We are like their managers of this bout, because it is not going to be Matt Carlins and I. It is going to be Matt Carlins in in Stone Cold Steve Austin's corner, and it's going to be me in the corner of the one, the only Tommy Dreamer. And what we do is we have the list in front of us of the least favorite opponents of both competitors. We've had so much fun with this before, where I decided to do it again, but this time with Matt Carlins, who I'm trying to get off his game here for once.
Why?
I don't know. We're buddies.
I mean, this is not really a true competition in the sense. This is actually kind of more of a sparring match because, as everyone knows, you and I go back a long ways. We're tag team partners. We're Wrestling Game Show tag team champions. But the most important title, in my mind at least, was we're best friends.
We're besties.
And no one can take that away. So this is going to be a little friendly competition.
Yeah. And what we're going to do is do a 10-round part where we list off wrestlers who have beaten this opponent, the Tommy Dreamer and Stone Cold Steve Austin. I'll go for Stone Cold Steve Austin. I'll go against Stone Cold Steve Austin. Matt Carlins will go against Tommy Dreamer. We'll pick out who's the top 5 worst wrestlers. And after every 2 rounds, Matt, you have to help me out on this one. We will give a clue.
Okay.
It will be good or bad. Sword wants us to know if I'm doing the game show alone. For that, check out the midweek war. But that's going beyond the point here. Let's go head first into this, sir. So after every two guesses from both of us, so it'll be me, you, clue.
Yep.
We will give out a clue.
Right.
And that'll be fun.
And just to clarify for everyone who's playing at home, and I know you are, and you're going to be yelling at your screens, Rizz is going to be trying to pick the least favorite opponents of Stone Cold Steve Austin, and we're talking about the guys who basically he has the worst win-loss differential against. So we're talking like most defeats as compared to wins. And I will be doing thus in regards to Thomas Dreamer. And it's going to be a lot of fun, Rizz.
It is. So I'm going to it's going to be like the coin flip in a football game. But Matt Carlins, you have the choice. Would you like to receive or kick? Would you like to go first or second?
I always like to go first.
Go first?
Yeah.
All right, sir. Who would pick your wrestler?
All right. Well, I think this is the obvious choice for the first pick for Tommy Dreamer's least favorite opponent ever, and I would have to guess it's Raven.
Raven.
Yeah.
Raven is not on the list.
Oh. See, perhaps they didn't wrestle enough, but
I'm surprised. He's not even on the list at all. Let's see.
okay, Rizz, now's your chance to try to pick
Cold.
Steve Austin's least favorite opponent.
Bret Hart.
I'm sorry, that is not correct.
Mm.
That is not one of the top 5. Bret Hart was number 13 on this list.
Oh.
Steve Austin's record against Bret Hart all time was 13 wins, 21 defeats, and 1 draw. That was too bad for old Stone Cold.
Okay, Matt Carlins.
All right, back to me.
Back to you.
I am going to change my game up a little bit. Let's try the Big Show.
Like, how do you always get the first one first?
Am I correct, really?
Big Show is number 1 on the list.
Right. Well, I was kind of thinking, WWE hardcore matches.
Yeah.
And I just had this vision in my head that stuck in my head of just Tommy Dreamer just getting chokeslammed a lot. So.
Yeah, the Big Show is 22-1 against Tommy Dreamer. That's a differential of -21.
It's nice that Tommy got his win back that one time.
Yeah, just one.
About one time.
Let's see. Kurt Angle.
I'm sorry, Kurt Angle is not in the top 5, but let's see where he is on the list. He is not within shouting distance of the top 30, it appears.
Wow.
Young Kurt Angle.
All right, so that's two guesses each.
Okay. So let's do a little clue.
We'll do a clue. Matt Carlins, you're leading 1-0. Of course you are. And my clue
Don't make it sound so bad.
is that there are, if I'm not mistaken, I'm going to do some research on this. There are 2 ECW champions on this list.
2 past ECW champions on this list.
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
And your clue?
And now I will guess.
Oh, your guess?
I'm going to guess Rhino.
Rhino. Rhino is number... I thought I saw him before. And I was wrong. He's not even on the list.
Oh, you're killing me.
All right, your clue, please.
Hang on, I'm going to check my research. I don't want to lead you astray. And just make sure that I'm giving you good information here. I know everyone loves dead air, so I always prefer to
Air.
try to do this.
Phil.
To fill this as best as I can.
Phil.
And I know, Rizz, you're usually pretty good at entertaining the masses while we're doing this.
Wait, you want me to strip?
No. You're
No.
fine. Yeah. Okay.
Okay.
Rizz, Steve Austin's least favorite opponent, according to the WrestlingData.com website, is a former United States champion.
United States champion. And you had to look that up.
Well, like I said, I'm a journalist by trade, so it's in my nature to double check my facts before I report them. I don't want to lead you astray with bad information, Rizz. That's all this is all about.
I'm trying to think now. Shelton Benjamin? He's not on the list, is he?
Shelton Benjamin is not here.
Oh, just a blind shot there.
It was quite a stab. Okay.
All right.
All right. Let me. Oh, jeez. Now you got me working on these former ECW champions. For our boy Tommy Dreamer. Well, you know what? Let's go. I'm afraid to go with too many ECW guys because I'm worried they didn't wrestle each other enough. But we'll try anyways. Let's try the Sandman.
The Sandman. Not even on the list.
See,
I'm surprised.
Very disappointed in myself. Okay.
Who did all we say already?
Who did you say already?
Yeah.
Oh, I should have kept the list for you. I think you did. I think you guessed Shelton Benjamin last time.
Shelton Benjamin was one. Bret Hart was the other one.
Yeah, you did guess Bret.
And who was the third one?
Kurt Angle was the third one.
Kurt Angle was the third one, yeah.
I should be keeping a notepad here next to me to keep track of what you're doing. So I can hear everyone screaming into the screen.
Oh, The Rock.
The Rock. Well, no, The Rock is not in the top 5. Let's see if he's in the top 30 here, and we'll just check that real quick. No, he is not.
Wow. You would think that he would be on that list.
Those two did wrestle a whole hell of a lot, it seemed like, but apparently not quite enough.
That was guess number 4.
And,
so.
You know, that Steve Austin, he got over on The Rock a lot.
Mm-hmm.
But,
all right.
That's not your fault. Okay.
So, clue time.
Clue time, me. I'm looking for a couple ECW champions. That was the first clue.
Mm-hmm. And the
flailing around on that one.
And my clue is, because we're number 4, right?
Yep, we are.
We're number 5.
It is that time.
Yeah, it's clue time. Even though the Big Show is number 1 on the list with one loss to Tommy Dreamer, there is one who is undefeated against Tommy Dreamer.
Undefeatable against Tommy Dreamer.
And he is a former tag team champion.
Huh. Undefeated.
Undefeatable.
Undefeatable. Against Tommy Dreamer.
And again, these are 3 different people that I mentioned.
Man. Man, oh man.
Dead air.
I gotta hit the Wayback Machine a little bit more. Oh man. Undefeated. Alright, how about Hardcore Holly?
Hardcore Holly is not the answer. Alright, your clue, please.
My clue for you is that out of the top 5 least favorite opponents of Steve Austin, 3 of them reached their career zenith, their pinnacle of accomplishments in wrestling. 3 out of the top 5 reached the pinnacle of their wrestling careers while wrestling in WCW.
Oh. Wow. Brian Pillman.
Not one of the top 5.
Wow. Oh, man.
Let's see where Brian is on here. Let's see if he made this list.
Brian
He's
might
not
be on the
here.
list.
Nope, not on here. Oh, Brian must have gotten over a time or two. Alright, let's see if I can come up with another former ECW champion. I'm twisting
And
myself.
this is number 6.
Are we already up to number 6? No, we can't possibly be up to number 6. It's got to be round 5. We just gave me a clue.
Oh yeah, this is number 5. Number 5.
Oh, man.
Oh wait, this is number 6.
This is number 6.
Yeah, this is
Yeah,
number 6.
after you guess, then we'll do another clue. All right. Huh. I'm really struggling. Man, oh man. Killing me with that 2 former ECW champions thing. How about Sabu?
Sabu's number 5.
Oh.
You're correct, sir. It is Sabu is 21, 9, and 2.
That's Sabu.
Against Thomas Streamer.
Thomas.
And let's see. So they were in WCW. 3 of them were in WCW.
3 of the top 5 reached the pinnacle of their careers in professional wrestling while in WCW. Or the zenith. Would you say zenith or pinnacle? Well, you get the idea.
I don't want to say that. Man, that's a tough one. That is a tough one.
Yep. This is not an easy little challenge. I'm glad we're only going 10 rounds on this.
Ric Flair.
Ric Flair, an excellent guess. He is number 10.
Wow.
Steve Austin's all-time record against Ric Flair is 7 wins, 16 losses to the Nature Boy. But that's number 10.
Whoa, I heard a woo.
Yeah, my wife is over there.
My wife.
Cheering me on, providing support.
So, that brings us to another clue. You're up to nothing.
Do I get another clue already? This is exciting.
Yeah. Let me see here. The number 2 on this list was once an Intercontinental Champion.
Once an Intercontinental Champion. Oh, man. Oh. How about Rob Van Dam?
Rob Van Dam. Number 9. He is 22-13.
Robert Van Dam.
All right.
On an RVD. All right, Rizz. Now I need to give
Show me
you
a clue.
Let's try to help you out with this. Only one out of the top 5, and the only one out of the top 5, remains an active competitor with WWE today.
Today?
Right now. So one guy out of these top 5 is an active in-ring competitor for WWE right now.
So we got, and is this a repeat one of those, or
this is not one of the 3
former clues
who reached their career pinnacle in WCW? Although, as to not be too hard on you, this fella also spent some time in WCW.
Jericho?
Chris Jericho. No, I am sorry, not Chris Jericho. He is number 17. Would you believe Chris Jericho has a winning record against Steve Austin? 16-10.
Yeah, he beat Steve Austin and The Rock in the same night.
Did he really?
All right. He did.
Really?
He
That's
did.
Interesting.
All right.
Thomas Dreamer.
Remember the clues.
Yeah. 2 are former ECW champions.
You got one already.
Yeah, I did.
One's undefeated and a tag team champion.
A former tag team champion who's undefeated against Tommy Dreamer.
Mm-hmm.
How about The Undertaker? Nobody beats The Undertaker. The Undertaker.
The Undertaker? Not even on the list.
Okay, fair enough. Rizz, I think we're up to round 8.
Is this 8? Is this no? Is it clue time?
No. I think after you go, then.
After this clue? No, wait, no.
Oh, maybe one more round.
And one more round. Okay.
Okay.
Let's see. I'm just gonna take a shot in the dark on this one. Gold Dust.
Gold Dust is number 3 on the list.
Oh!
Excellent guest.
Oh, wow.
The all-time record for Gold Dust.
So it's now
Your
2-1.
Active WWE competitor against Stone Cold Steve Austin. 60 wins to 19 defeats to 23 draws. Gold Dust freaking owned Stone Cold, although I have a feeling that perhaps under an alter ego he might have racked up a few of those victories also back when they were down south.
Oh,
Good guess, Rizz.
I have a few. So now it's time for clue?
Now it's time for clue? Should be time for clue, yes.
Okay. One of the 3 that you have remaining is a former king of the ring.
One of the 4 is a former king of the ring.
3.
One of the 3 is a former king of the ring. Shoot. Okay. Is it Steve Austin?
It is not Steve Austin.
Very good, very good.
Okay. So what is your clue? Um,
Hang on, making sure I give you the good information.
I had you on the corner there, and I'm like, I can't see him. Where is he?
You have 4 of the 5 remaining.
Mm-hmm. Dead air.
Dead air. What I'm just double checking my clue
Sorga's gonna
before.
love this dead air that we have.
You know, Sorg can clean it up in post. It'll be all right.
Mm-hmm.
But you know, I hate to give you bad information, so I'm just trying to make sure my clues are accurate. Before I.
You have to be mainstream about it, Matt.
I have a standard to uphold too.
You must be mainstream.
Well, mainstream is accuracy. You know that's what it's all about, as everybody knows very well. Okay, you have 4 out of your 5 still remaining. 2 of these 4 are former WCW champions.
WCW champions. And this is when he was in WCW too. So that takes him out of the question. Oh. Ron Simmons.
Ron Simmons is not in the top 5.
Is he even in the top anything?
I'm afraid to say it does not appear.
No.
He's in the top 50 as I'm scanning this ever so gently, so as not to hurt you. Okay. So we're getting down to the nitty-gritty here, right?
Yeah.
We are into round 9?
We're round 9 now.
We're in round 9.
Do you want to go to like 12 or 14? Because we're kind of running through this.
Well, I mean, you're probably going to tie this thing, and we're going to go to a sudden death anyway. So we'll see how things are.
Probably.
Going. We'll cross that bridge when we get to it.
Have you seen the show?
What, have I seen this show? All of it? I've watched every episode in their entirety, and I'm never disappointed at the end.
Okay.
All right, here's a guess for you, for someone who's beaten up on Thomas Dreamer. I will guess Kane.
Kane?
Kane? The Monster Kane? The Demon Kane? The Demon Kane?
The Demon Kane is nowhere to be found on the list. Alright, so, clues are, you said 3, now 2 of them are from WCW. The Pinnacle, or 3 of them are Pinnacle WCW guys.
3 reached their career peaks in WCW. 2 are former WCW champions.
Booker T. Oh, did I say Booker T already?
You have not said Booker T yet.
Booker T.
Booker T is not in the top 5.
Damn it.
How can you dig that?
All right. Last round.
Last round.
Well, unless you want to continue with this scrimmage.
Well, as I said, I mean, I just assumed that this is going to go into overtime. I'm pretty sure you're going to pull this out because I'm just flailing around right now. Got to come up with somebody. That's right. This is for the win. I have got to come up with a former ECW champion. There's one left who's in the top 5. One of these final 3. Try to come up with somebody good. Oh, I'm going to hate this, but I'm going to try it anyways. CM Punk.
CM Punk? No. Not even close. How about... I'm trying to think of the people who are in that area.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just going to say it. Sting.
Sting. Sting is number 2 on the list. Rizz, as I correctly predicted, you have come through in the clutch and you have tied the game. And we're going to sudden death. And just for everyone listening out there, Sting's all-time record against Steve Austin is a staggering 48 wins and 7 defeats with 1 draw. Poor Steve.
Ownage.
Total ownage. Absolute ownage.
So, okay, so let's recap here.
Okay.
For the sudden death, you have gotten The Big Show, which is number 1, on your first freaking guess. Oh no, that wasn't your first guess. That was like your third.
No,
that was one of your first guesses.
That was probably my first guess.
Yeah, and you got Sabu, which is number 5.
Sabu. Yep.
One of the ones remaining was an ECW champion. One of them is a King of the Ring champion, and one of them is an Intercontinental champion. Now, please give my list, my clues again, and my answers.
You want your answers, or you want me to guess?
No, give me the answers because we're going to do sudden death soon. And
okay. Well, Rizz, you got the number 3 answer. You got Gold Dust, also known
out of my ass,
Dustin Rhodes, which is probably where he racked up all his wins over Steve Austin. And then, just moments ago, with everything on the line in this friendly scrimmage, you got the number 2 answer, Sting. So the number 1 answer, number 4, and the number 5 remain on the board. Now you clearly got one of the former WCW champions. There is still another former WCW champion left on the board. There is also a wrestler who reached his career pinnacle in WCW. And as for the third person remaining, I have a clue just for him.
Oh.
He had his most memorable run in the WWF, but he never held a championship in the WWF. And he curses. He mutes so he can curse. So where do we go from here, Rizz? We're in sudden death. We got to come up with something. I can't hear you, my friend. No, I don't know. I cannot hear you, Mr. Rizz. And I do not know why. I'm going to mute you just for fun to see if I can bring you back, alright?
Why'd you mute me?
Alright, there we go. That's better. Alright, I brought you back, buddy. Now I can hear you. I'm sorry about that.
I cannot hear Matt Carlins.
You can't hear me? You can't hear me? Oh, this show just went off the rails, buddy. We are in trouble.
Type it in the chat. This will make for great audio, listeners.
I'm going to unmute myself. Let's see if that works. Rizz, do you hear me now? Rizz? Oh.
I cannot hear.
I know you can't hear me. Oh, this is brutal. Okay.
This is hell. I know.
Mute me and unmute me. Yes, I can hear you.
How's that?
How about this? Got me now?
Wait, I'm muting myself. Hold on. I'm muting you. Unmute yourself. We're doing sudden death soon. Sudden death noises. This must be Mad Mike's doing.
Okay, how about that, Rizz? You got me now?
I do not. I still can't hear you.
Oh, no.
Matt, come back to me.
This is no good. What are we going to do?
Come back to me, Matt Carlins. Sign off and sign. I'll invite you back in. Sign
Okay,
off.
that's what I'll do. I'm going to get off.
Yes, you do. All right. While we're waiting, just to recap, this is sudden death. Matt Carlins has vanished. I'm going to invite him back. Again, sorry for the audio listeners for this amazing time right now. We are waiting for the re-arrival of Mr. Matt Carlins. I invited him into the hangout. I can do this. He's going to click that link. I'm gonna see if it works. Oh, do we have Matt Carlins back?
Okay, we're back.
Do
Rizz,
we have
do you hear
Mr.
me?
Matt Carlins?
Do you hear me, Rizz? Do
Oh,
you hear
no.
me? Just tell me you hear me.
Oh, no.
Oh, no. What is
I have no idea what's going on. So, Matt Carlins, if you could, will you please type in your answer and I will read it aloud? Or would you like me to go first? All right. So, okay, I'll let you go first, Mr. Carlins. He said he doesn't care, so I'm going to let him, the champion, be the first one to guess. Taz is incorrect. Taz is actually on the list. Well, he's number 25 on the list. He's 8, 3, and 4. So my guess is you can try to unmute yourself again, Matt.
Yep.
Because I want to hear. No. Nothing.
No.
Shit. Is the answer Lex Luger?
Lex Luger.
I'm waiting on the response. No, it's not. Again, this is amazing television right now, guys. This is amazing. Amazing. All right, Matt Carlins, what is your answer? Matt Carlins is typing. Shane Douglas, also known as Dean Douglas, also not on the list. Sorry. This is tough. Never won a title. Man. Never won a title in WWE, but he has beaten Stone Cold the most. Big Show? Paul White, the Giant, former WCW champion. No. It is not the Big Show. Okay. The wheels are turning up here. The wheels are turning. We're giving hand signals now. I'm waiting on the answer. Bubba Ray Dudley. No. Actually, the only... This is going to sound like a shock to you. The only Dudley on the list for Tommy Dreamer is good old Big Dick. All right. So number 3 doesn't have nails, but there's still a champion out there.
Can you hear me now? Rizz!
Pinnacle. Is the correct answer... Oh, what am I going to do here? Randy Savage. No. I'm going to say no on that one. He is shaking his head no in disgust with that answer. So how about this? If we don't get this answer, if we don't get 2 answers from now, it's a draw. Sound good? Deal? Good. So, you better not be looking up answers, sir.
No, don't worry.
Again, this is fine. Oh!
Oh! Yes!
Oh, let me see. Maybe it's on...
I'll pay no attention.
Let me see one thing, Matt. Hold on. Mute you here. Because it could be coming from my end. Mr. Carlins, can you hear me?
I hear you. Do you hear me?
Oh, this is not good.
Oh, there's an echo.
No, I can't hear you.
No, I know how to fix this. I just know how to hang this up.
I can't hear you at all.
You can't hear me at all?
This is not good. I can't hear you on any of these. And you can hear me, though.
Yeah. This is just sad.
I cannot hear you on this one either. It
I
might be on
guarantee
my
everyone
end.
is hearing what we're saying to each other now. It's very upsetting.
let me try something here. Keep going. Keep going. Keep talking. There we go.
What?
I have my Carlins.
You hear me?
I hear you.
Oh, this is a miracle. Let me plug my headphones back in.
Modern technology at its finest.
Oh yeah, it says the Wrestling Mayhem Show adjusted my audio level.
I did. It was very loud at first.
From nothing to something. This is a great improvement.
From nothing to something. So.
All right, two more guesses, and then we're going to call this a draw and shake hands like gentlemen.
Yeah. Yes.
All right. Well, let's make it lickety split. Oh, I have to guess first. Shoot.
You're not going to guess any of these ones.
I'm rapidly going to exhaust my supply of... Okay, I got a stab in the dark for you. You ready? Jimmy Snuka.
Jimmy Snuka?
Yeah. Come on. Tell me now.
That was a huge, huge shot in the dark. He's nowhere near the list.
Well, I've been watching some old episodes on the network, and he and Dreamer were having a little tango, so maybe they racked up enough losses. A little ballyhoo.
Okay.
All right, Rizz. 3 left on the list. Let's get this done. Send the kids to bed tonight.
Send the kids to bed.
Actually, while you're thinking about this, hang on for 1 second.
Oh, you have to put your kids to bed? Alright, while we wait for Matt, just to let you guys know, this is, once again, the sudden death overtime edition.
Okay, sorry, Rizz.
Okay.
I wasn't properly prepared for this kind of a marathon, so I had to go get my cord from my laptop here.
So my guess...
I thought I would have beaten you faster, but you're just such an awesome competitor.
I know, we're like amazing together.
I know.
My guess... I'll wait till you're ready.
I'm ready. Hit me. I'm ready for this. Ready for this moment.
Jeff Jarrett.
Jeff Jarrett is number 15. You got in there. Right. 9-2 is the record.
Final guesses.
Final guesses.
And remember, you have number 2, 3, and 4 remaining.
2, 3, and 4 remaining. Tommy Dreamer. Thomas Dreamer. I am way out of the ballpark right now. I gotta come up with something. I gotta rethink this. Tired of trying to come up with former tag team ECW chair. Just Incredible.
Is that your final answer?
Yes. I feel really good about this one.
It has to be your final answer because it's wrong.
Oh, shit.
So do you want me to guess, or do you want us to go down the list of the ones you missed first?
No. You give me your final answer, and then we'll go through the list together and talk about how terrible we are at this.
Okay.
All right.
WCW champion. So it's a WCW champion.
Let me recap the 3 guys remaining and the clues for each one.
Recap it, man.
Number 1 is a former WCW champion. Number 4 reached the pinnacle of his career in WCW. Number 5 had his best run, his most memorable and noteworthy run in the WWF, but never held a championship in the WWF.
In the WWF. Has he held championships before?
He has held championships in other organizations.
Why must you trick me?
Try not to trick you, but you're just so easily tricked.
I am easily tricked. Damn.
Woo! I gotta tell you what, man. This little one-on-one thing is quite the meat grinder.
I know, isn't it?
It is,
I
and I
mean,
know there are people out
I've
there
done
that are
it.
sitting in front of their
They're probably
screens or their
screaming the
pods
answer.
right now, and they're yelling at us right now. They're just yelling at you, Rizz, because they know the answer. But they might or they might not. Every answer sounds good when it comes out of your mouth, because you're just like, maybe. Just gonna throw it out
A lot of things come out of my mouth.
Not all of them are good.
Man. And he said, and I already answered Booker T once, so that's...
You did guess Booker T.
I guessed Goldberg for some reason. Did I guess Goldberg?
I don't think you did.
What the hell, Goldberg.
No, Goldberg is not on the list.
Yeah. All right, so that was a tie. We both win.
Let's shake hands like gentlemen.
How we gonna
Like Mega Power style.
make a power? Well, we can't really.
Ooh, yeah.
Because
put her there. Don't look at Elizabeth. All right.
All right. So
now, do you want me to spring mine on you first, or yours on
about,
mine?
How about we go back and forth? You choose the first one.
All right.
You're the ones that you didn't guess first. So the first answer, the number one answer on the board is...
All right. Well, I want to know who was the former ECW champion that I didn't get.
You were so good with the first answer.
Yeah. And then I just kind of fumbled around for the rest of the time.
Because the third answer, the ECW champion, wasn't in the original ECW.
Mm-hmm. See, I was thinking that in my head. That's why I threw out that CM Punk guess, because I was kind of starting to get concerned that it was... I was trying to look at WWF guys, because there would conceivably be more matches than there would be in ECW.
The answer for that one was Mark Henry.
Mark Henry. Yeah, it crossed my mind, but I just kept going away from it. I just could not remember a time the two of them had a match. Was that the one that
I think Tommy Dreamer was the one who beat Mark Henry for the title.
Oh my
God. Like once. So now, since I went once, who is the number one answer? I'm trying to figure out the whole entire time.
Well, Rizz, the number one answer, the former WCW champion, Steve Austin's least favorite opponent, and I hope you don't kick yourself too hard for this, but it's Ricky the Dragon Steamboat.
Wow. I would have, honestly, I would have never have guessed that.
Oh.
Ever.
See, I'm sorry. See, Steve chased Ricky around when they, over the, either the U.S. title or the TV title for a good long time, and Ricky beat Steve 88 times. But Steve did beat Ricky 36 times for 9 draws. The differential was -52 for Steve. Never got over on Steamer.
So, the number 2 answer, and the Intercontinental Champion.
The one-time Intercontinental Champion?
The one-time Intercontinental Champion.
Yeah. Don't tease me. I'm done.
Oh, you have quoted this guy at least 3 times. No matter how many times you've been on this show.
All right.
Think of the alliance.
Oh, Test. Yes. Can't fire me.
You can't fire me. He was 27-11 against Tommy Dreamer. Which
I can't recall.
I can't even picture a match between the two.
It's all those hardcore title matches. That's where.
That's probably what it is.
That's where it makes a lot of sense. Coming together.
I'm trying to think. Was he? Was he in the hardcore, like the title picture back then?
I want to say that he won the hardcore title at least once.
Yeah, maybe he did.
But I recall him being in the mix at least a little bit.
All right.
Especially during the 24/7 thing. I mean.
Yeah. So I got one. Ooh, it's Vader and Sting. Holy crap. Okay, so what is? So you have
So the top
more, right?
three were Ricky Steamboat, Sting, and Goldust, which leaves number 4, a guy who reached his career peak in WCW, and number 5, the guy who had his most memorable run in the WWF, though he never ever won a championship in the WWF.
All right, who's number 4?
Number 4 is Barry Windham.
Barry Windham?
The WCW guy.
Wow.
Steve Austin was 10-35 against Barry Windham with 5 draws. Poor Steve took a lot of losses in WCW.
Wow. Well, remember, he was the one, I remember this vividly, and that's why I chose Brian Pillman first. He was the one who lost to Brian Pillman and then Colonel Sanders had to wear the chicken outfit.
No, I totally, I was feeling you on that Pillman guess. I was kind of surprised they didn't wrestle a little bit more. Probably if Pillman was a little bit healthier, they probably would have had a bunch of matches in WWF, and then it might have gotten a little further up there.
All right, and the one who won the King of the Ring, the tag team champion.
Can I throw out a guess for you?
Throw out a guess.
Was it the one Billy Gunn?
It was the one Billy Gunn. I was gonna give you the clue of Edge had the greatest line in his when he won the King of the Ring. I will not Billy Gunn this King of the Ring.
Billy Gunn.
Yeah, that was, again, this was amazing. Like honestly, like I said, I wouldn't have known to say, if you gave me Tommy Dreamer, I wouldn't have guessed Billy Gunn or Test.
No, definitely not Billy Gunn. Test makes a lot of sense. I kind of kicked myself over Test, but
I wouldn't have guessed Test at all. But if you want to check out some more,
Whoa, hold on there, Rizz. We got one more to reveal.
Oh, we do have one more.
We still have to reveal number 5.
Who's number 5?
Number 5.
Oh no.
Who had his most memorable run in the WWF, yet never won a championship in the WWF. Right. But when he jumped to WCW, old Steve Austin was waiting there with a title belt, and this guy beat him infamously. And that was probably one of the final acts for Steve Austin in WCW, who's gone for the company not very long after that. Are you ready, Rizz? You want to give me another guess?
Can I get another clue?
This guy is a true patriot and a great American. Like a really, really, really great... Yes, you are correct. Hacksaw Jim Duggan holds a 21 wins to 1 loss to 1 draw record over Steve Austin.
Oh, that kind of makes me a little sick. You want to go through some names that didn't make the cut?
Guys who were close?
Guys who were close.
Yeah, let me run through the rest of the top 10 here. These are, again, the least favorite opponents of Steve Austin, according to the WrestlingData.com. And we're talking win-to-loss differential. And believe me, it got astronomical. Steamboat's win-loss differential over Austin was -52. Steve Austin's win differential. All right, so number 6 was Shane Douglas. I don't know how that happened, but somehow it happened. Number 7 was...
That's why you guys Shane Douglas.
Bizarre. Number 7 was Nikita Koloff.
Oh.
WCW guy.
Yeah.
Number 8, this was going to be a rough one, was Rick Steiner.
I was going to say Steiner.
undefeated against Steve Austin all the time, 11-0.
I was gonna say a Steiner.
You were going to mention a Steiner. That would have been the way to go. These WCW guys are all over it. Number 9 was Shawn Michaels, 19-8 with 2 draws against Stone Cold, although Stone Cold beat him one account. And number 10 was the Nature Boy, Ric Flair.
I think I did guess the Nature Boy.
I think you did, and I think I told you it was number 10. And Nate was 16-7 against Steve Austin all the time. So how about Thomas Dreamer?
Thomas Dreamer. Number 6 on the list was Viscera. Or Big Daddy V. Or Mabel.
Or another former King of the Ring.
Yeah. Number 7, undefeated against Tommy Dreamer. Get ready for this. Oh, actually, I was misled when I said Big Dick Dudley was the first Dudley boy. Spike Dudley is 9-0 against Tommy Dreamer.
That's astonishing. That does not sound possible.
Oh, it gets worse.
I wish
it gets worse.
I want to see these matches. I want to see how Spike Dudley defeated Tommy Dreamer not once, but 9 times.
Well, if I can move down to number 15 for a minute.
Why are we moving to 15? What's 15 have to do with anything?
Oh, you will know.
All right.
Because number 15, the Great Khali, is 7-0.
That doesn't surprise me. That doesn't surprise me in the least.
But number 7 was Spike Dudley. Number 8, I don't know why they messed up on this one. Hold on. But they called the Road Dogg the Red Dog.
That's odd.
And he is 10-1 against against Tommy Dreamer, which was amazing.
Oh, I can turn it back on. I think you were done. You didn't hear me.
All right, and
so the Road Dogg. All right.
So the Road Dogg was 8. You said Rob Van Dam, and he was number 9.
Not too bad.
With a record of 22-13-3.
Mm-hmm.
And number 10. Let me see if I remember him correctly here.
Uh-oh. What's your name? This is like some obscure ECW guy. Is it 911?
No, it's not.
Is it Bill Alfonso?
Oh, man.
Is it one of the Mamalukes?
You're close. You're very close.
Is it Big Sal Graziani? What was it? Is it Roadkill?
It is not.
Is it Danny Doring?
It is not Danny Doring.
Is it Chris Candido?
No.
Is it Lance Storm? Am I going in the wrong direction?
You are going in the way wrong direction here. Actually, he was not. He was actually not in. I'm sorry, I misread that. He was not. He was not in Full-Blooded Italians.
Oh.
He was, however, tag teams with Luther Reigns, Sean Stasiak, and Lance Cade.
Is it Mark Jindrak?
It is Mr. Mark Jindrak.
Oh my goodness.
AKA Marco Corleone.
Huh.
Or Sodom.
Nice.
That's
Wrestling data can get weird sometimes.
Well, wrestling data is amazing.
But all in the interest of accuracy, which is why we love it. So.
And again, if you guys want to join us on this amazing podcast that we have, or amazing game show that we have, email the show at goodtimes@wrestlingmayhemshow.com and title it Eamon Sucks.
No.
No, actually title it The Wrestling Game Show. We'll read it over, send us your Gmail account or Gmail, and we'll put you in our group. We'll put you in our circle, and you could be right here next week playing against matching wits with myself, Matt Carlins,
the reigning defending,
and maybe even Mad Mike. Who knows? And also, if you go to the Wrestling Mayhem Show page right now and click on that little. I've been on you for a while. Okay, back to me. If you click on, I believe it's over here a little bit, somewhere around the right side. We're doing the 24-hour game-a-thon for Children's Hospital. We're doing it for a smaller venue. We're doing it for St. Vincent, I believe it's called, in Erie, Pennsylvania.
Quality Hospital.
Quality Hospital. Our good friend and Patreon supporter, Bo fucking Diggity. Woo. Was given birth in that hospital.
Unbelievable. Trivia.
Unbelievable. That hospital is the birthplace of greatness. Wouldn't you want to help out somebody else? Somebody who... another Bo Diggity? Wouldn't you want to help that out? Click on that link over there. It looks like a big thermometer.
Click on that link so we can birth more Bo Diggities.
Yes, the world needs more Bo Diggities. And again, thank you, Matt, for joining us. He is still undefeated, but he is not undefeated anymore.
Well, this was an exhibition.
Correct, but it still counts. He is now 2-0-1 in checkwrestling.com. Oh, actually,
are we counting the tag team victory? Is that what we're?
Yeah, we're counting the tag team victory. He is 3-0-1 then. So for Mr.
We need fresh competition. I can't stress this enough, Rizz. Yeah. So if you want to be a contestant on the Wrestling Game Show, get on your little email box, launch your little message to goodtimes@wrestlingmayhemshow.com, subject line, pick me, Eamon, and yeah. I just feel like we have to say that again because it needs to happen. I want to compete against strangers. It'd be so much more intense.
I believe we just gave out three different things to say in the subject line. Mm-hmm. But for that,
Sorg will figure it out.
Yeah, Sorg will fix it in post, I guess. And also go to the WrestlingGameShow.com. Mm-hmm. We'll have this episode up. We'll have all the previous episodes up, and I may even throw in another weekly trivia question. I remember last week I did the. Let me double check here. The Honky Tonk Man was the longest reigning single Intercontinental Champion in history. However, he is not the most. He has not held the title the most. Mm-hmm. Would you like to guess, Mad Mike, or Mr. Matt Carlins?
Well, now that you call me Mad Mike, I don't think I want to do anything anymore.
I think I called you again. I think I've called you Mad Mike for a couple of times now. Would you like to guess?
Most days as Intercontinental Champion ever.
Who has the most days as the Intercontinental Champion in WWE history? There's two ahead of.
Two ahead of Honky?
Two ahead of Honky Tonk.
Bret Hart?
No.
Mr. Perfect?
No. All right. Do you want the answer, or do you want to keep going? For the sake of...
Give me the answer so we can all go home.
For the sake of all of our saviors, it is Pedro Morales and Don Morocco.
Oh, well, I wasn't going there, so that's good that you spared me.
Well, we would be here for another hour. So, again, I'll put up another one on Saturday, and we'll do another wrestling game show on Thursday, and I'll give you the answer on Thursday. And for now, can I finish up?
Mm-hmm.
For Matt Carlins, for myself, game over.